Yo guys, what's up? This is Soji Sensei here, and today we're going to do Naruto Fairy Tales Chronicles. So I'm really sorry guys I haven't been posting, but I promise that today I'm gonna finish this story. So this story has 29 chapters. Ignore that, I just opened my whole entire soda can. But either way, let's start this. And you guys hear something in the background, that's probably my share or my dog, because I have that motherfucker in my room. Either way, this is the description that we have right here right now. So he was just 1 second late, just a second, and his sensei paid the price for it. Now he's found himself in a new and unfamiliar world with his demons and the shotgun gun that his sensei entrusted to him. Of course, he ended up on Fairy Tale's doorstep. Right. Chapter 1 Dying Wish. Shinobi World, Forest of the Death. Trees. This was going from bad to worse as the fight went on, and it seems like things were really coming to head. Hate Kakashi was renowned as the copy ninja of Konohagakure no Saito, and was thought to be one of the strongest shinobi of the village. But compared to the monster they were facing now, even he had his limits. He couldn't possibly win. The organization known as simple as the Akatsuki, a group of S-rank Missinin, had been hunting down Shinchurikis for months. Two of their members had to come to capture Konoha's Kyubi Shinchuriki, and Kakashi had led three remaining members of Team Asuma into battle against them. Nara Shikamaru had taken one of them called Hiran, and the two had left the area. Now Kakashi stood beside a cot Yamanaka, Ino, and Akamishi Shoji. As the costly agents called Kakazu, a man who had said that he fought the Shodan Hokage himself and redeemed himself to administer the killing blow. This is it, Kakazu said, as the two white masks embedded in his shoulder charged up. Katon, Saka Futon, Atsuzugai. I think that's how you say it. I don't know. Kamui. Kakashi whispered and the shotgun spun wildly. Futon, Rasengan, Suiten, Ahadon Ryu, Gufu Saiko no Jutsu. Naruto and Yamato exclaimed as they arrived at the scene and combined their jutsus into a single spinning tornado of water and wind between the two combatants. What is this? Kakazu thought as his chest started to convulse and the space in front of them distorted into a spinning vortex. Dojutsu. Oh crap. He quickly tried to invade, but he was pulled into the vortex. Oh shit, Naruto thought as too was being pulled in. Damn it, I can properly control the position and size of the barrier space. Kakashi thought as he clutched his now bleeding left eye. Naruto, his blonde student, couldn't escape the vortex pull, and Yamato had already jumped after his and Naruto's previous combination jutsu. Kakashi felt the web thread around him slack as he quickly broke free before lunging at Naruto in hopes of throwing both of them free of the vortex. The pull was too much, however. Both of them were pulled instead, and time slowed as the world distorted around them, and they both fell through space and time. Suddenly, the two fell to the ground with a pair of echoing thuds. Naruto groaned as he pushed himself back to his feet and spotted an unmoving Kakashi a few feet away. Naruto quickly rushed over to his fallen sensei with a worried face. Kakashi-sensei, are you alright? Naruto asked as he crouched beside the copy nin. Naruto, Kakashi strained while lying on his back. He had used too much chakra. Far too much. Considering all the jutsus I've been using today, I'm surprised I lasted this long as I did. Kakashi thought grimly. Using Kami on top of that must drain the last of my chakra. I don't have enough left to live though. Through this. He looked up at the face of his student and spoke. Don't worry about me. Watch out for Kakazu. He's a member of the Akatsuki for a reason. You've caused me quite a bit of trouble, Kakasu spoke up as he walked out of the trees. Your heart belongs to me, Hatake Kakashi. It's time for you to get your ass kicked, Naruto growled out with his back to the Akatsuki agent. Yeah, Kakazu waved off the comment. I'll have it out with you another time. You're too careless, Kakashi mused. What Kakazu thought as an orange blur descended from the trees behind them. Rasengan! Naruto exclaimed as he slammed the spiral sphere down into Kakazu's back. Damn, Kakazu winced as he was blown forwards and slammed into the side of a nearby tree with an echoing boom. Naruto, be careful. Kakashi rasped out. I got this, Naruto said in key form, a similar hand seal, Kage Bunshin no Jutsu. Two shadow clones popped into existence beside him. A moment later, I won't fall for your tricks again, boy. Kakazu sneered as he stood up, and his body concealed, spewing more black threads, including some out of his mouth. He must be prepared to fight you, Kakashi spoke. Charge, Naruto yelled at his clones, shot forward and only to be destroyed by Kakazu's black thread a moment later. He's using his shadow clones to gather data on the enemy, Kakashi mused as his watch on. Kage Bunshin no Jutsu. Naruto quickly summoned another 3 clones and had 2 of them and started directing chakra to his hands. All ended with this. He yelled as a bell-like screech filled the air. A moment later, he held up a spinning white chakra Shinchuriken with what looked like a Rasengan in the center. What is the Kakashi thought with a shiver. So this is the power of the Kyuubi Shinchuriki. Well, that jutsu certainly benefits the beast. Come here, Naruto yelled as he and his clones shot forward. The clones are irrelevant, Kakazu thought as he jumped into the air. If this jutsu is anything like the other one he used before, then he will need to get in close to use it. As long as I take out the jutsu and the main body, then it will be over. He thrust out his black threads and impaled Naruto through the chest and arm. I won't fall for your tricks. A second later, Naruto disappeared in a poof of smoke, a shadow clone. Wanna bet, Naruto shouted as he and his clone appeared behind him with another chakra Shinchuriken in hand. I got you now. He mixed his real body in with the clones. Kakazu thought in surprise. Futon! Rasen Shinchuriken! Naruto exclaimed as he slammed the spinning chakra Shinchuriken into Kakazu's back. The number of times the wind slashes at his body was more even than my shotting gun couldn't see. Kakashi thought in amaze. What a magnificent jutsu. It seems he finally surpasses me. Jutsu that were even beyond you, Minato sensei, are well within his grasp. Kakazu's body was laying down, ripped apart because of the blast. Kakashi sensei! I did it. Naruto laughed softly as he clutched his bleeding right arm. Nicely done, Naruto. Kakashi gasped out and slipped into unconsciousness. Kakashi sensei, Naruto cried in worry. Just then, he heard a rustle from a nearby tree and turned to see what it was. Who's there? He demanded. Calm yourself, young man. An elderly woman emerged from the woods with the pink hair out of all things. Sakura-chan? Naruto asked upon seeing her hair. Sakura, my name is Perlusica. The woman responded. I heard the explosion, came to investigate. Please, you have to help out my sensei. Naruto pleaded. He's dying. I will see what I can do. Perlusica conceded and crouched down beside the white-haired man. Come with me. My home isn't far from here. Earthland, East Forest, Perlusica house. Truthfully, Perlusica had only gone to investigate because she had felt an unusual disturbance similar to an anima and wanted to see what had caused it. When she had first arrived the scene, she wasn't surprised to see that 3 combatants had already finished the battle. One of them was dead. From what she was able to understand, the nucleus of every cell in his body had been destroyed, but whatever had created the crater she found him in. The blonde boy had similar but noticeable less amount of the same damage in his right arm, which she had bandaged up and healed up the best of her considerable ability. Finally, the white-haired man was in his deathbed, which seems to be caused by the lack of life energy in his body. She tried to adjust his rapidly depleting life force, and he regained consciousness, but sadly, creating life was beyond even her powers. You're going to be fine, Naruto tried to reassure both himself and the copy ninja just chuckled at his word. I think we both know that's not true this time, Naruto. Kakashi leaned his head back and sighed. Naruto, I have something to ask for you. He gasped out. He looked at him. What is it? Naruto asked with tears falling down his face. I want you to take my Sharingan, Kakashi answered. Sensei, I can't. Naruto started. Take it. Take it and use it. It's a tool I was entrusted with. Now I'm entrusting it to you, Naruto. Kakashi interrupted. Please, grant a shinobi a dying wish. You are of all people should understand a dying wish, Naruto. Yes, Naruto nodded. Remember another dying wish. Thought that one was ignored by the people of Konoha. Save your strength, Sensei, Naruto told him. No, not yet. Sasuke, when you run into him again, he may not be the same boy that we once knew. As a friend, I want you to stop him from falling even more into the darkness than he already is. I fear that he may become. If you don't stop him before that happens, Kakashi whispered as the blonde pulled back. Damn it, why is this happening? Naruto cried. Polizuka-san, my left eye. I want you to remove it and implant it into Naruto's eye. Kakashi said as he turned his head to the elderly woman. Are you sure? Polizuka asked curious. The red eye of his must be something special if he was asking her to transfer to the blonde boy. I'm sure. You need to do it now, Polizuka. Kakashi told her as she reacted. Krillin nodded. Kakashi didn't feel a thing as she numbed his eye sockets and suddenly his vision of his left eye turned into a dark void. Naruto didn't move as she repeated the process with him, but removing his left eye and slowly inserted the Sharingan eye into his socket. Naruto blinked several times and covered his left eye with his hand. It's done, Polizuka said finally. I'll leave the rest to you, Naruto. Kakashi whispered before darkness finally complained. Kakashi sensei, Naruto stopped as his master passed away. Polizuka watched on silently. After a few seconds passed by, she quietly exited the room, leaving a blonde boy to mourn his master's passing. An hour later. This is the side with head resting. She returned to the side of Naruto with his head resting on the side of the bed with red streaks down to his side of his face, clearly asleep. She sighed, yet another death happening within her lifetime, and pulled a small blanket over Naruto's still form. Perhaps there was something that she could have done for the boy. Woo! Alright, guys. So, I don't know why, but the fucking guy right here didn't decide that he couldn't come Naruto's mask and she should get killed. He just like did whatever the fuck. It literally doesn't make sense. Like literally I cannot read it, what it says. It just says random stuff. So pretty much Naruto just asking Kyuubi, if you guys know Kurama, if there's a way to end up in another world or going back, but they don't know, to be honest. Even though Kakashi gave him his eyes, he probably could, probably not. Anyways, then we go. What's it called? So we go back to when he wakes up. So yeah, sorry guys. Yeah, this guy doesn't know how to write that part for some reason. He like probably just fucked up by. I think he probably just fucked it up by accident. Either way, Earthland, East Forest. Kushiye no Jutsu. Naruto explained and slapped his hand down on the ground. A large steel matrix spread out across the ground, and a second later, a large human-sized toad appeared in a puff of smoke. Yo, Gamakichi, he greeted out the toad. Bro, you're alive. Gamakichi explained. When we didn't hear anything from you, we were beginning to worry. Your friends returned to Konoha and reported that you and your sensei were pulled into his jutsu along with the enemy. That guy from the Akashi Kakasu, I think his name was, he's dead, Naruto explained. I'm fine, but Kakashi sensei, he didn't make it. I see. Gamakichi nodded in understanding. I'm sorry, so am I. Naruto said finally. Your eye, Gamakichi trailed off upon seeing Naruto's left eye covering his left. Don't tell me that your sensei gave you his Sharingan. Yes, he did, Naruto replied. It was his dying wish. I burned his body so no one else can get anything from him, he added. Anyways, can you help me get home? I could reverse summon you to my Boku. Kamakichi mused. And then we could summon you back to Konoha from there. Let's do that, Naruto nodded. Jiraiya thought that you might actually summon us to get in contact with Konoha, so he wanted to speak with you, Kamakichi told him. Once I reverse summon you to my Boku, then I'll reverse summon Jiraiya and you can talk about what to do from there. Sounds like a plan, Naruto nodded. Alright then, Kamakichi said and disappeared in a puff of smoke. So you're going home? An aged voice spoke from behind. I don't know if I'll be coming back, Naruto said without turning around. If you do, I look forward to our next meeting, Uzumaki Naruto. Poliska spoke sternly, and a second later Naruto disappeared in a puff of smoke. Summoning realm. Maya Maboku. God damn it. So this is where you live now. So Asasi looked around in the strange village. Yes, it is. A small, elderly-looking green toe spoke from my head. I am Fukasaku. This place is really a separate world from both Shinobi and Earthland, where you find yourself during your fight last night. How many worlds are there? Naruto asked. Many, Fukasaku replied. I only know 4 more. How many people know about this? Naruto required. Just the other animals that habited this realm, Fukasaku answered. And our territory borders the snakes, the slugs, and so numerous and other summoning countries in this world. One of us is of the only world that traveled between others. What about Earthland? Naruto asked. We haven't had a summoner in Earthland for centuries. Fukasaku replied. That's dragon territory. He added. Dragons? Naruto asked in surprise. They're real? Of course they are, Fukasaku shrugged. They thought they may have died off, I don't know. Like I said, we hadn't had any contact with Earthland for centuries. You sure hasn't nodded high and worried, brat. A new familiar voice spoke up. Are Sinin? Naruto asked in surprise. I heard what happened to Kakashi. Jiraiya nodded. And then, by the way your headband is placed, I think it's safe to say you have his Sharingan now. Naruto nodded sadly. I won, but it was already too late. I have good news and bad news and worse news. Jiraiya spoke again after a moment. The good news is that your old pal Sasuke has killed Orochimaru. Sasuke killed Orochimaru? Naruto blinked in shock. Then he's coming back to Konoha, right? That's the bad news. Jiraiya spoke grimly. He's putting together a team of his own and appears to be going after Itachi directly. That idiot, Naruto gritted out and clenched his fist. Sorry, I need to go after her. And that's the worst news, Jiraiya counted. So now Hein told me that if I ever contact you, that I was given to orders to send you into hiding. What? You can't just expect me to go to hide while Sasuke is out in the open and the Akatsuki are hunting me. Naruto yelled. Think about it. Jiraiya shot back. The Akatsuki are after the Kyuubi. And if you remain in Konoha, then in all likelihood, the Akatsuki will launch a direct attack. Just like they did soon a month ago. As Hokage, Tsunade cannot risk the safety of the village over one man, no matter what. You all people should understand her position. Damn it. Naruto grated out in anger and turned away. Fine, he conceded. I'll have Kamakichi send you back to Earthland. Fukasaku's spot. You can summon Kamamaru to maintain contact with Konoha. I'm sorry, Naruto. Jiraiya said sadly. I know. Earthland, East Forest, hillside. At the edge of the cliff overlooking a large forest, a pair of mountains in the back stood Naruto. The front of his jumpsuit open and waving in the wind. He breathed in as he closed his eyes and turned his head down to the ground. So you're back, Poliska said from a few feet behind him. I take something came up. It was a statement more than a question. I've been given orders to hide in this world from my enemies back home. Naruto answered her unasked question. It seems like no matter how hard I try or how strong I get, I still can't do anything. Are you running away? Poliska asked him. I don't run away from my problem, Naruto replied. I face them head on and never give up. But Poliska trailed off. I couldn't stop my best friend from betraying me and everyone I care about. I couldn't even say Kakashi-sensei. Naruto said as he brought his hand up and pushed his head back out of the way of his left eye. My dream is to become Hokage, but maybe I've really been running away from what I really want. And when that is, Poliska inquired. To be free, Naruto snapped his head up and looked at the sky with and opened both of his eyes, revealing one ocean blue and another spinning red. I think you'll fit in well with Fairy Tail. That's the end of Chapter 1, Dying Wish. Chapter 2, Guild War. Alright. So, right here, everything goes as in canon. But, yeah, so pretty much everything goes back in. Everything goes back. Everything goes the same as canon, but Naruto's still there. And they ask Alzak and Bisca to take Naruto with him. So yeah, pretty much everything goes as the same as in the anime. Yeah, still everything still goes the same into Okay. Let me just look where I was. Alright, so everything goes as planned, but where Lucy's feeling bad, saying that it's all her fault. All of that goes the same. So we're gonna start here where it says it wasn't so much hiding. No, not right there. It sounds like your dad is just an asshole. A new voice spoke up from the side. Who are you? Happy asked as they turned to a newcomer. He was a tall blonde with 6 whisker marks, like on his cheeks, and a headband that covered his left eye, and wore a black and orange jumpsuit. My name is Naruto, the blonde boy said. I heard about your great news. I think Bisca and Alzak said something about you wanting to join Fairy Tail. That was the idea. Naruto scratched his head sheepishly. Though, it looked like you're all having your share of problems. Yep, Happy nodded. Everything will go back to normal if I go home, right? Lucy asked a question. Is that so? Naruto asked. I mean, the term lady doesn't really suit you, does it? You fit better with this dirty bar laughing and merely going out on the adventure. You said you want to stay here? What good would it do if you just return back to the place you hate? You're Lucy of Fairy Tail, right? This is your home. She began to tear up at his words. I got to agree with Producica Bashan, grandson, on this one. Naruto grinned and thumbs up to the pink-haired demon slayer. Producica isn't my grandmother. Naruto responded. She isn't? Naruto blinked. But you both have pink hair. And she pointed me to this girl, so I thought you were related. The jury is still out on that one, Happy and quipped. Suddenly the ground shook as the loud thud filled the air. What the hell was that? Naruto asked as he looked around. It's coming from outside. Alzak yelled again from the top of the roof. Alright. So after that, everything goes the same. Like everyone runs outside, and fucking Phantom Lord, Jose fucking trying to say give me Lucy and everything. And everyone's right there protecting Lucy and everything. And then how Ursa changes to her adamantine armor, goes to try to protect everyone. Shield, the fucking shield to defend. Oh god. To defend the upcoming attack. But little did they know that Naruto. Oh, sorry. Woo! Sorry, let's go. Kamui, Naruto whispered, thought it wasn't heard over the thunderous blast. He had created a large distortion of space and time directly between Urza and the beam, effectively sucking the beam and dumping into another dimension, hopefully not injuring anyone on the other side. What just happened? Damn! Naruto grunted and fell to his knees, catching the attention of an equally surprised Ursa. Did you just deflect a shot from the magic conversion cannon? Ursa asked over her shoulder. It's my first time I've used that jutsu on something that big, Naruto responded. He pushed himself back up into his seat as he removed his hand from his left eye, allowing her to see his Mangekyo shotgun gun. I'm still working on aiming it right, especially against moving targets. He was able to deflect a shot from a magic conversion cannon with a single spell. Ursa thought she examined the blonde. He's strong, though. I shouldn't be surprised if Politica had taking an interest in him, but clearly, in S rank, he used his S class mage. Whenever this is over, I need to talk to him, especially if he wants to join. Okay. So again, this is like I read it last night, so like, cause sometimes they just said the same thing as the anime, and Naruto's not even there. So pretty much from right here, it actually says just give me Lucy and everything. The Jupiter's gonna be in 15 minutes and everything. Not to apparently like goes with Happy and everything. Shit like that. But since Earth is not like really like damaged or anything they went to go fight the Super 4, I think, or the 4 pillars. I do not fucking I don't get it. And Naruto goes with them, and Naruto basically he keeps fucking walking on water like a fucking god. And since Urza, fuck, what was the guy's name? Arya, I think. The guy with the head with the X cross in his eyes, with the wind, fucking powerful ass wind. But yeah, like everything goes the same. Urza beats the fuck out of that motherfucker. Sorry for my language. I have to cuss at least once or twice. And then Jose captured Lucy. Not to probably already fucking up that motherfucker and everything. So pretty much I actually just like everything just goes the same. So okay, so this part is just like mostly Naruto. But yeah, let's go. So this is Guild. So that was the end of chapter 2, to be honest. Like almost at the end of chapter 2, everything just went the same as the anime. Naruto wasn't there yet. He wasn't fighting or anything. He was just standing around like a lazy ass. But either way, this is chapter 3, Guild War Part 2. Taju, Kage no Bunchi no Jutsu. Naruto explained as 100 shadow clones filled the room. Charge! He yelled and the clones launched at the Phantom Lord Guild Master. Are those physical copies and so many of them? His magic power must be equal to a master's. Ursa thought as the clone attacked. Annoying little fairy hostess near and extended his arms towards to the oncoming close army. Devo I didn't say I don't know. A purple seal formed in front of him and a beam of purple energy lands out, wiping all the clones in a matter of seconds. Wait, don't just go charging in by all yourself. Ursa shouted as Naruto himself shot forward. Kamui, Naruto called out in space and time distorted, next to Jose's head. That's a spell that he used to stop Jupiter. Jose thought as he quickly jumped away of the escape of the vortex. I got you now, Naruto yelled as he appeared behind him with the clone, a side-spinning shark sphere the size of his chest. He used an S-rank spell as a distraction. Jose thought in surprise. He's stronger, so thought as she watched on. Odama Rasengan, Naruto explained as he drove the chakra ball into Jose's back. It sent him flying through a support pillar into the wall with a mighty explosion. Got you. Double Fubu. Jose rose back in anger as the beam of dark lasted into from the dust. Damn, Naruto grunted as the beam hit him head on with the flu and blew him into the far wall with an echoing thud and crack. The wall came down moments later and buried him under the rubble. What an annoying little pest, Jose commented with a sneer. He doesn't even look harmed by Naruto's attack. There's a thought as she knelt her eye. I cannot worry about Naruto right now. I have to concentrate on Jose or Fairy Tail might be destroyed today. Are you ready to die? Jose asked as the red-haired girl. Kanso, Gureha no Joru. Ursa spoke clearly. A black silver armor metallized over her body. If I'm fighting to those I love, I care not what happens to this body, she declared, lifted her dark purple sword as she shot forward. She's the utmost strength of the heart. Jose smiled darkly. Yes, You truly are a woman worth killing. Suddenly the room shook and debris started falling around them. Ha ha ha. The dragon's does like to rampage. She commented with a shock. It looks like Naruto got underestimated. There's a muse. His power is on a level with mine, or perhaps even stronger. Still. Alright. Quit the modesty, Titania, Jose sneered. Your magical ability is truly magnificent. In truth, the other mage has lasted long against us. I can't just stand though another mage of level could exist in Macro's guild. He raised his hand, another still form, Devil Vuvu. The beam last down struck Ursa's dead center in the shed, sending her crashing to the wall. Do you understand why is that I never killed Makarov outright? Despair. It was shot him despair. How would he feel to open his eyes and find his beloved guild and beloved comrades all completely destroyed? Ha 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 ha. Such sorrow he would feel. I will kill that man only once and make him know despair and sorrow. I cannot simply kill him. I must make him suffer. Suffer to the very end. How disgusting. Erza gritted out and jumped to the side to evade another blast. Phantom Lord was always the #1 guild in this country. Our magic was unsurpassed. Our members' talent was unsurpassed. Our funds were unsurpassed, but then, in the space of a few years, Naruto came to power. Erza and Laxus, Stogan, Kilders, their names spread as far as my own hometown, and rumors of the Salamander spread throughout the whole country. Before I knew it, these two guilds, Phantom Lord and Fairytale, came to represent this country. I couldn't just stand it, them, who started out this shitty, pathetically weak little guild. Are you telling me this war is all because of some pathetic little jealousy? Ursa demanded as she shot forward and crashed slash with her sword. Correja Gassen. Jealousy, that's not it. Jose denied as he invented the strike, including the large explosion energy she released upon its completion. We just wish to make it painfully clear who truly is superior here. For some stupid reason like that, Ursa yelled in anger. Devil Jose explained, however, this time instead of a beam of darkness, he grabbed her and restrained her with a ghostly dark power. Oh, that guild has been getting on my nerves for a long time, but the trigger for this word was a trivial matter. We received a request to record a young highness of the Harfilia Saibatsu, Lucy, or thought in realization. The daughter of one of the wealthiest men in the country had joined Fairytale. How great do you have to become before you would be satisfied? If you had succeeded from the Herphilia funds, and then your power will finally have truly exceeded our own. That's the one thing I could never forgive. Jose shouted his darkness squeezed around the redhead. It's pretty damn pathetic of you to get so heated up about who is the best. But what really shocking is horrible. It's terrible. Your information gathering sources are, Ursa responded out, was that Lucy ran away from home. Do you think we would have used her for money? She lived in 70,000 jewel hunter rented house. She worked her ass off, just like all the rest of us. She fought with us, laughed with us, cried with us. She's one of the members of our guild. You're telling me that was the trigger of this word, Lucy? The hairness of the Harfilia family? A flower can choose the place where it blooms. A child can choose the parents she's born to. What the hell do you think about Lucy? Or such yelled in outrage. Well, I guess I'll find that out, because I'm amused. Do you really think I'm going to hand her over to her father for free? Oh, I'm going to keep her until they have no money left. I'm going to get my hands on the entire Herfilia fortune. Damn you. Ursa screamed as the darkness around her contracted once more. I wouldn't shock you if I were you. You'll just make it hurt even more. Jose shook and raised his hand to create his seal. Devil Vuvu. A beam of darkness glanced and shot out to the restrained red hair. No, a blur of red appeared between the two as the beam struck with a mighty explosion. While Jose's eyes widened in the dust clear. I have heard everything. Someone like you. I hate people like you, Naruto said, and the dust cleared, revealing him standing with red chakras spiraling around him, and there's a being carrying his arm bridal style. Naruto, Ursa asked in surprise. What is this power that he's using? It's similar to Mary Jane's and Elfin, but worse. Stay back. Naruto told her and set her down behind him. This guy is mine. But Ursa started, believe me, and I promise you I won't lose. Naruto declared red chakras flooded from his body. taking the shape of a fox over his form, with three switching tails. What is this feeling? Why does he make me to feel like this? The aura feels dark and full of malice, and yet his words bring warmth to my heart, my soul. Ursa thought she looked up at her blonde savior. I knew you'd come back, crawling back to me, boy. He heard QB saying in the back of his mind. Your power cannot protect, it can only destroy. To protect her, I'll even use your power. Naruto declared to the beast within him. Try and take it from me. I dare you. QB snarled at him. Fine. Naruto shot forward and disappeared in a burst of speed. Reappearing in front of Jose seconds later, he slashed his chakra claw and struck the guild master across his face, sending him crashing back through the wall. I won't let you hurt her. He wrote out his appointment. He can't really. Ursa thought Jose stood up from the rubble. Naruto, I believe in you. I just have to ask one thing. Name it. Naruto said, when? Ursa yelled, QB. Naruto roared as the fourth tail formed out of the chakra shroud. His skin was ripped out apart and black spears formed around him with an explosion of fire. The chakra conceded to much degree that Naruto's form couldn't be seen anymore. All that remained was a crimson chakra fox with a black mask, white eyes, and four twisting tails. By the sage, this burned impossible. You're actually conscious, QB yelled in outrage. Naruto, Ursa asked as she stared at the beast that stood between her and their opponent. A demon. Jose gritted his teeth. Devil Boo. He explained in a legion beam of darkness at the Crimson Fox. That won't work. Naruto roared back and brought his arms up to defend. The QB chakra shot out, created a wall between them. The two shrugged off the blast. How about this then? Jose yelled as he appeared beside him, slammed his fist into the side of Naruto's head, knocking him back. Almost instantly, the red chakra sprouted from his chest and formed a hand, attacking Jose only for him to quickly pull back. Damn him. I can't hold this for much longer, Naruto thought as he felt his body being ripped apart a piece at a time. Enough, QB said from his cage. Use the Biyudama and end this. I want my powers back. What's the Biyudama? Naruto asked. Do I have to do everything myself? The QB growled out to him. What is he doing? Naruto thought as he watched on. A blue or red orb shot out of the chakra, exploding from Naruto's body. As his chakra tail covered the front of his mouth, the orb gathered in a single black spear, and then compressed into a smaller sphere. It dropped into Naruto's mouth. He swallowed it, causing him to feel sick to fall, and his hands to feel his stomach. Felt like it was going to explode. It seemed steam started to leak from his mouth. Oh dear. Contact with much compressed magical energy could even kill me. Jose thought as he redirected to dodge. Imari. Naruto explained as the chakra fear exploded out of his mouth in beam of crimson light. Must dodge. Jose thought as he nearly invaded the sphere. However, it gazed through the side and exploded past him in a blast that directly light. The fortress shook in the rear of it was all blown and vaporized by the blast. A long stretch of destruction through the guild fortress. What inhumane power. Crowd, that tastes like throwing up. Naruto grunted as he pushed the Kibi chakra back. The chakra tail retracted into shroud and slowly returned to its original state with only one tail. Naruto's body itself was drenched of his own blood. Through his skin seems to be growing back at an inhuman rate. The power must grant him generally ability as a thought as she watched his skin grow back. However, the more power he uses, the greater damage the power does to his own body. It looks like you're at your limit. Jose gritted out, clutched his bleeding side. If he had landed a direct hit with that spell, he might have killed me. Damn it, I missed. Naruto grounded in pain. At the last of the QB chakra left him. That has gone long enough. A new voice spoke up at his side. Master! Ursa asked in surprising disbelief. I'll put an end to this. Markov declared as the spear appeared in front of Ursa and Naruto. You wish to cause cataclysm? Jose sneered. If it's necessary, my guild Macro responded. Ursa, take your new partner and leave now. I will take it from here now. Understood, Master. Ursa nodded and grabbed Naruto's arm. Come on. We can't just leave the old man here alone, Naruto said it. If we were to stay here, we will be a burden to Master, Ursa responded. We should just leave everything to him. Damn, Naruto went and moved his head back into place so it covered his shotgun. Ursa Jose his right arm over her shoulder supported him as they made their escape. It's been 6 long years and we stood all face to face like this, Jose chuckled. Who would have imagined that fairy tale could become a guild in the past of time? Ha ha ha. It's just a pile of rubbles now. Mind. A guild is not a physical building, Macro declared. It's some of its members. Still, it does make me very happy for 2 of the 10 Witches Saints will be able to contact like this to determine who is superior. Jose laughed. The Junkers would go far, Macro proclaimed as he started charging magic to his hands. They've done well. They take pride in being fairy tale. Devil Vuvu, Jose explained, he unleashed a beam of darkness at the old man in front of him. Kyojin no Gerinki. Macro counted as a steel form in front of him and a beam of light shot out, intercepting Jose's attack and beginning the battle of attrition. What the hell is that thunderstorm? Naruto asked upon seeing the skies starting and lightning strike down around them randomly. That's because the master is fighting without holding back. Ursa's reply as two stop at the edge of the balcony overlooking the water. It's only a matter of time before the master uses a spell. What jutsu are you talking about? Naruto asked her. A spell. Master knows that it's only used as a deterrent to war. Ursa answered. Very impressive, Macro commented. So much power at such young age. You have at least earned your place among the 10 wizard saints. Had you chosen to choose the power of the good and become a model for those so younger than yourself, the world mage would surely have benefited greatly. Old man, are you preaching to me? Jose sneered. As these customs to fairy tale justice system, Macro began. I shall give you the count of 3. Kneel, he ordered. Jose's mouth. 1, Macro started. I was wondering what nonsense you would spout, but telling me to kneel? Jose sneered. 2, Macro counted. You want me to take a kneel before you to acknowledge you the greatest of the kingdom. Stop fooling around in combat. I'm your match. Nay, more than I thought. I'm stronger. 3. Macro finished and charged pure light energy to his hand. You're the one that should be kneeling before me. Now die, crumble to dust, and vanish from the face of history. Fairy tale. Jose yelled in outrage. Devil Vuvu. That's enough. Macro said clearly. Jose no Hiritsu. Fairy law. The world was claimed by light. Holy shit. Naruto yelled as he covered his eyes. Was the light master spell? Ursa replied as she too covered her eyes. It's Jose no Horitsu, a holy light cleansing spell which destroys evil. The mage who invokes this spell can selectively choose their targets. This is an element magic, widely recognized as one of the handful of fallible spells. Just suddenly as it appears, the light died down a few seconds later. So does that mean we won? Ursa asked. Yes, we won. We should be getting back. Let's go home. Ursa sighed as she looked out of the direction where Fairytale was, or at least where it used to be. Earthland, Magnolia, Fairytale. Oh my god. The building that housed Fairytale had been completely destroyed and reduced into nothing but rubble. Man, I had a plan on some renovation, but this is a bit much. Marco sat at the side. Master, Lucy asked nervous. Looks like they put you through the ringer as well, Marco mused. Turned the frown upside down to Lulu-chan, and Bang Levy said with a smile, we started out as a team. We came out victors as a team. Truth be told, the guild new look is growing on me, Joy added. Yes, a few minor touches and it will be good as new, Jet agreed. Yep, Redus nodded. Levy-chan, Redus, Jet, Joy, Lucy cried. Don't sweat it, okay? Levy smiled. No, it should be Lucy started. Everyone here knows the score. Levy cut in. There's no need to beat yourself to cover it. So good, Lulu-chan. I was completely useless. Please forgive me, ineptitude. Yet bowed in his head and chain. Lucy, every time you laugh, every time you grieve, a piece of those moments become ours as well, Marcus spoke up. That's what it means to be a member of our guild. When a member is on a cloud 9, we all float. When a member is outraged, we all clench our teeth. When a member weeps, we all wipe our eyes. So you have no reason to be riddled with guilt, because no one here holds you responsible. And why would they? You are, after all, a member of our family, a member of Fairytale. He sent her a smile that seemed to broke the dam because Lucy fell to her knees and openly crying, both happy and relieved. Today wasn't that bad after all. Naruto died with a smile. That's the end of chapter 3. Now, chapter 4. Settling in. Magnolia. Naruto sighed as he placed his hammer down and looked over at his work. A week has passed since the war with Phantom Lord, as he had helped out with the rebuilding of Fairy Tail. Even now, his clones were carrying lumber and bricks from one place to another. The others were helping out too, but even with everyone working hard, it would take at least 1 week to complete rebuilding the guild. The day after the war ended, a legion of Runais, the Magic Council army, had rounded them up and questioned them on what happened. After everything was said and done, they were told that the council would decide the fate of Fairy Tail. As for Naruto, he had mostly settled in as a member of Fairy Tail. It seems like the others in the guild had accepted him, especially after his actions in the war against Phantom Lord. As he continued his work of the rebuilding of the guild, he couldn't help but remember his talk with Ursa the day after the war ended. Flashback Ninja 2. Who are you? Ursa questioned. My name is Naruto Uzumaki, the next Hokage. Naruto came back. Please hold the applause. What kind of mage are you? Those abilities you display didn't feel like any magic I've seen before. Ursa questioned further. You could manipulate pure energy, control space and time to a certain degree. And there is that demonic aura you unleash. I'm not a mage, Naruto replied. I'm a ninja. A ninja, Naruto. Ursa asked with an narrow eye. As an assassin of a legend? Yeah. It came out as a question. He never really checked to see if this world had ninjas, but nearly clear you must have it at one time. Though judging by Ursa's words, the ninja of this world had died out a long time ago. If they were apparent as nothing more as legends now, what kind of ninja wears orange? Ursa asked in incredulous look. That super awesome one? Naruto grinned back. You shouldn't underestimate me. Yes, I saw what happened to Jose when did so. Ursa commented knowingly. What was that demonic aura you wielded? It felt different from Lullaby and there are demons here, Naruto asked back surprised. Truthfully, he had never heard of any other demons than the Bijus back in his world, so he hadn't thought where the other demons are. Of course, Ursa nodded. You didn't answer my question. It's not something I like to talk about, Naruto replied truthfully. Fine, Ursa conceded. But I will make one thing clear right now. If you do anything to harm my confidence, then I will deal with you myself, understand? Yeah, Naruto cursed himself for starting. This woman was scary as hell. He couldn't help but breathe a sigh of relief as she turned away and walked away. As he watched her go, he let a smile spread across his lips as her hips swayed from side to side. After a calming moment of staring, he shook himself and turned away with his face red. What am I doing? Flashback no Jutsu and I like Sakura-chan. He told himself again. I barely know Arisa-chan. Those two are at it again. Mary Jane smiled, snapping him out of his thoughts when she saw both Naruto and Gray descended to another one of their famous arguments. They remind me of the two fangirls I used to know, Naruto commented. Do they fight all the times too? Mary Jane asked him. Yep, Naruto nodded. And always over a boy who couldn't give them the time of day. Hey, a familiar voice yelled from the side. If you got time to play around, hurry up and help. Ursa shouted at them as she still wearing her building clothes and carrying a dozen planks of wood over her shoulder. We got to fix the guild as soon as possible. Even the master is helping, Mary Jane added, still smiling at Minecraft now and a giant many times at the size of normal. Slided a wooden beam into place. Just another crazy day in Fairy Tail, Naruto grinned. Everyone get back to work. Ursa yelled. I wouldn't have it any other way. Naruto said again. What about your friends back in the village over yours? Kyuubi sneered at the back of his mind. I don't know, Naruto thought sadly. They'll never accept you as one of them. Kyuubi said mockingly. You're just a weapon to them. They see you as... Sorry guys, it kind of got cut out. But anyway. Fuck, what was I? I'm just gonna start like one line up. They'll never accept you as one of them. Kyuubi says mockingly. You're just a weapon to them. They see you as me. They even sent you here. They abandoned you because they didn't want to risk their own life to keep you safe. Shut up, Naruto shot back. The truth hurt, doesn't it? The Kyuubi taunted. You always use me as a crutch. Use my powers to fight for battles for you. Face it. You're nothing more than a mere fragment of my hatred. Said shut up. Naruto yelled in thought, I don't care what you say. So what if people in Konoha see me whenever they look at me? I don't care anymore. I love Konoha itself, not the village or the people, but what it represents, the willfire. Who are you trying to convince? Keeping me or yourself? Are you okay, Naruto-kun? Mary Jane asked, snapping him out of his thought. Yeah, Naruto nodded. I'm fine. He reassured, but Mary Jane couldn't help but frown as he turned away and continued his work. The next day, Lucy had gone back to home to confront her father after finding out that she was gone. Naruto, Gray, and Erza went after her, but they returned a day after their return. Now half-finished guild. Everyone, from today onwards, we can receive jobs requests again. Mary Jane declared from behind the counter. Though this took a long time, everyone should work hard at their jobs. We have jobs. If random members yell at us, they all scramble over to the job board. Why they're so excited? Usually they just fool around and drink. Lucy sighed and just shook her head at the side. I should probably do a mission too, not to muse. I need to get new clothes and a place to live. My jumpsuit is pretty worn out, and sleeping in the forest just isn't the same as real bed. Maybe you should partner with someone and do a mission together. Mary Jane suggested maybe Loki if he's available. Speaking of which, Loki isn't here. Lucy spoke up. Did you fall into Loki's hand as well? Mary Jane asked. No, Lucy denied that. It seems he helped me find my keys, but I won't tell him thanks. If I see him, I'll pass along your message, Mary Jane offered. Don't talk about that. You lost your keys. And the spirit's angry? Yeah, already. It's in just the level of angry. Just think about it, my butt hurts. Lucy groaned as she placed her head on the counter. Do you need me to cool it off, Gray? Inquired. Okay, so everything goes back. Everything goes as normal when everyone just like if you guys seen Fairy Tail, then you guys definitely know it, where everyone's trying to touch Lucy's butt and everything. So the weird where Luxus comes back, the bastard mounts off soon as he comes back. Gray gritted his teeth in the side. S-Class Luxus, Lucy asked, I'm talking about you. Luxus said as he pointed over to Team Shadow Gear. I heard that you guys were beaten up by that Iron Dragon Slayer. Speaking of which, what are your names? Who are you guys? You're a disgrace. And don't even get me started on the princess who caused this mess. Shut your mouth. Naruto growled out, catching his attention. What do you say? Luxus asked as he turned a level monkey and stared at the young Jinchuriki. I hear you're running your mouth off about all the bad things that happened, but let's get this one straight. Naruto cleared back. You weren't even here for the fight, so you don't have the right to place the blame on others. Do you know who I am? Luxus here. I don't give a shit who you are. Naruto shot back. Nobody insults my friends and get away with it, especially not some cowards who couldn't even be bothered to show up to a fight of his comrades. Naruto, there's a modesty wash on you. Talk big. Luxus chuckled darkly and turned away. When I inherit this guild, you'll be the first one to go along with the rest of the weaklings. I will build the strongest guild that nobody will look down on. History guild. He laughed as he walked away. What the hell is his problem? Naruto asked once he was gone. And what did he mean by inherit the guild? Lucy asked further. What nonsense is talking about? It's not really nonsense, Mary Jane sighed, because Luxus is the master's flesh and blood grandson. Seriously? Lucy asked in surprise. The old man down. Naruto grabbed and turned back to the counter. So if the master retires, the probably of the next master being Luxus is very high, Mary Jane explained. Someone who looks down on others and abandons their comrade doesn't deserve to be in charge of Fairy Tail, Naruto declared. That's why there are rumors saying that the master can't retire because of that, Mary Jane counted. Is he waiting for someone else to take his place? Lucy asked, curious. Just a rumor, Mary Jane shrugged. In reality, the master hasn't said a word about anything concerning his succession. Sounds like an old man standing back in Konoha, Naruto thought. And look how it turned out. The bastard, Naruto growled out. Forget Naruto, it'll be troublesome if you have relations with that guy. How about this? We take a job, huh? Naruto asked surprised. Of course, Gray and Lucy should come too. As I added, ever since Aizen was and we kept gathering together, We're like a little team, aren't we? Before we add happy, and that makes five. I really need to start going on missions again. Naruto sighed and turned away. Retire, huh? The guild's building has been changed to a new one. Macro mused as he took a drink of his glass in his hand. That change the master should be new to Luxus. His way of thinking is a serious problem. Luxus not possibly mistaken, perhaps. His club is a no. If that's the case, then younger is the best option, but she is too young, maybe in a few years. There's the young Naruto boy that Poliska sent to us. He's too inexperienced though. Even he does have the power to rival me. His mind drifted back to the meeting he had with the young man after the day of the war. Flashback no Jutsu began. So Poliska sent you here, judging by what I saw. You don't seem like a bad kid, Margaret commented. You helped protect the guild even fought Jose with Urza. I didn't do too much, not aside. All I did was stop the blast they used to attack the guild and fight Jose. I didn't even win. You should be proud of that, Marco told him. Had you not been there, Urza would have most likely been crippled, if not killed outright by the Jupiter cannon, and Jose would have been free reign to do more damage before. I could stop him myself. Your determination and sheer power. Look, we're nothing to snuff at. If you say so, not shrug. Anyways, can I join Fairy Tail? Of course, Makura smiled widely. Mira, could you give and retrieve the Fairy Tail stamp? Yes, Master. Mary Jane nodded and walked to one of the counters. Here it is. She said with the stamp, where would you like it? She asked with a bright smile on my back of my hand. Naruto asked as he held out his hand. There you go. Mary Jane asked as she thought, put the stamp in the scratcher hand, printing the symbol of Fairy Tail on it like a tattoo. Welcome to Fairy Tail. Makara finish. Flashback no Jutsu and Master. Mary Jane spoke up below, so you were hiding here. What is it? Makara asked her. Looks like something happened again. Mary Jane smiled as she held up a piece of paper. It seems Ursa and the gang destroyed half a stretch of the road doing their job. The council requested that we compensate the damage done. Master, what's wrong? How can I retire like this? Makara yelled in the darkened sky. Felicica's home. This seems to become a rarely occurrence. Berliska commented. She placed a wet towel on the head of a black-haired man lying unconscious at the bed in front of her. Like with the blonde young boy, Naruto. A month earlier, she had sent another disturbance of an anima in clear Sheko. What she found was a black-haired man who had been bleeding from his mouth. It looked like he had been in a fight that. Not only that, upon investigation, she discovered that he was suffering from an unusual illness originating from his eyes, which was strange to itself. He appears to be blind. Oh my god, no way! Is he touching this shit? Hold up. No way. Hold up. Oh my god, bro. This story, man. This story's gonna get so fucking dope. Cause also, I'm sorry guys, but I'm not gonna read this shit later. Like, so pretty much they're just talking, you know? They're just like, here, have some water. They talk, then Politica just bring up Naruto out of nowhere. And, well, Itachi answered. The man shook almost amused and looked up at his manga too. Shotgun spun wildly. My name is Itachi Uchiha, bro. How sick is that, bro? We have Itachi, we have Naruto with the Sharingan and this shit. Bro, and the next chapter is the Fox and the Weasel. You already know the Fairy Tail is gonna have the fucking powerful ass motherfuckers in this shit. They have the Nine-Tailed Shinchuriki, Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze himself, and we got the fucking prodigy of the fucking Uchihas, bro. The motherfucker and then his whole entire clan. The motherfucker that can go toe to toe with fucking Pain or Madara, I mean. The motherfucker that fucking best fucking ninja. most kind-hearted too. He's just like Naruto, but he kills. But he wishes for freedom, you know what I mean? But oh my god, bro. But you know what, guys? I'm gonna let this shit go right now. Even though I could like probably finish this chapter. Bro, I could probably finish this chapter, but god damn, it's fucking. I don't think I'm gonna be able to fucking finish it all the time I have. But either way, guys, thank you for listening, and hopefully you guys like this video. I hope to see you guys next time. Either way, this is Sweaty Sensei. Please like and subscribe, and I will post probably tomorrow in the morning. I'm probably gonna post another one. But yeah, guys, either way, hopefully you guys have a wonderful day. See you guys later. Sweaty Sensei out.